Hi, my name's Geoffrey White. I'm a successful children's author and a UK patron of reading for schools, amongst many other authors and poets who believe that promoting reading and the importance of it should be a partnership with schools. Now, I can rant on and on about the importance of libraries, particularly school libraries. I can shout out about how it is a disgrace that it's not a legal requirement for every school to have an up-to-date library, well stocked and managed by a school librarian whose role it is to motivate, inspire, and guide our young people into finding and reading books and comics and magazines that give them pleasure and knowledge and fills their lives with wonder and possibilities. I can continue to sign petitions and voice my disapproval at the inept politicians and local authorities and the blinkered governors and short-sighted principals and leadership teams in some of our schools who decide that a fully functioning school library should not have permanent ring-fenced funding within their budget. I can do this and more, adding my voice to the other authors, illustrators, poets, librarians, parents, and young people who show their concern and dismay at the erosion of what should be the beating heart of every school. A well-run and well-managed library should be an essential requirement, not an option. I've found that one of the things that gives me the most hope is when I visit a school and I meet a school librarian who hasn't had the enthusiasm and creativity knocked out of them, who are embraced as an essential part of the school. When I walk into a school library and the displays, the inventiveness, the creativity, and the buzz of the pupils says to me, this is our library and it's here to stay. When I can hear and see the power of that librarian reflected in the pupils and students, that's when I know there's hope. That's why I love visiting schools and having the opportunity to promote the importance of school libraries and librarians, of reading for pleasure and for knowledge, to get young people excited about finding their book, maybe the first book they've ever picked up, a book that could change their lives. I'm privileged to be an author and one of the many who promote the patron of reading idea. I think that all schools should have a partnership with an author, an illustrator, a poet, a storyteller. Together, we can fight the system from within and inspire and excite more and more young people to become passionate about reading and to appreciate the value of their library and their librarian. Then, whenever this resource is threatened, there will be more and more voices to oppose any ridiculous notion that libraries and librarians are an ill-afforded luxury. As a professional author, I've visited thousands of schools and colleges across the UK. And what angers me the most is the disparity, the lack of consistency and quality given to the value of a school library. Every parent, every carer should expect the same high standard of library resources wherever they place their child or children in a school. It's all down to funding. That's what I keep hearing people say. And I appreciate that school budgets are squeezed along with many other resources and institutions. But in this instance, it comes down to the priorities of the school's decision makers. If those that manage the purse strings do not show that a library and all it can contain and stand for is of no importance, no value, what message does that send out to the pupils, to the students, to the next generation? Time after time, worldwide research continues to show that the educational, economic, aspirational, health, and mental well-being are improved in young people who are encouraged and supported through their school libraries and librarians to read regularly for pleasure and for knowledge. Literacy is the cornerstone to education, to all subjects, and all subjects align with the school library, the heart of the school. And every school should have one to support that learning. Every pupil deserves that. Every teacher deserves that. Every parent deserves that. Every generation deserves that. Thank you.